Well, an unexpected good evening from a very hungry Swedish boy. Um, we are live from Silverstone, where I am going to be eating during qualifying. Let's just do a very one. As you can see, it's one shot. Um, I'm probably gonna be eating during the race too, for some of it at least. Nom, nom, nom. Hello, Mr. Frosty. Welcome to the mukbang. Oh, I should have named it that. The PRL mukbang. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We'll stay on board with Gord. That's the one I want. You can see Joe looks to be taking pole. Gord sauce. Oh, squirrely back end. And he does take pole by 8 tenths, almost 9. I mean, it's only it's qualifying, so I would expect them to just absolutely send it with battery. But it will be interesting. Unfortunately, only 10 people today, due to the circumstances that we have a race soon. Yeah, in Canada. Oh, shut up. Still yellows in the IndyCar for those that want to know. Yeah, I think generally you have to be a little bit more trigger happy with the battery, especially since you can actually save some battery in this game compared to previous games. Trying to eat my chicken wrap as quickly as possible here. Pretty mixed right now. What compound everyone's on. As IndyCar has gone green. Whilst everyone doing strategy, I'm doing some eating. So if you can hear it, I'm not even sorry. That's what you get for calling me last possible moment. Oh, God, it's dripping everywhere. Uno putting up a PSA to not break into turn one. Craig responding with, can't promise that. And I'm just gonna go grab some paper towels. Oh, whoops. That wasn't meant for it. So I'm gonna mute my mic. You're gonna be able to watch the formation lap and the start of the race. It's lights out and away we eat Gortos with a fraudulent start. J-Root. That's what we want. I'm eating. I don't know if that's been it's been told, but I'm eating. It's my breakfast, dinner, lunch, everything. I haven't eaten today. So that's why. But we can see J-Root goes to the top. Ferrari. When a McLaren goes wide, Zabit. The J-Root has dropped back. And as we go back to tires, you can see most going on the mediums. Rusty, whose car crashed, so he didn't have a choice on the matter. He's on softs. I just realized I'm on leader, sorry about that. And N-Turner has actually gone on hards. So that's a little bit interesting. As we see the Saubers side by side. Oh, my audio sound affects stream as well. That's or spectating as well. I didn't even know that. You can see Gordsauce under immense pressure from Brian. Brian backs out. Joe picks up the fastest lap of the race. I'm gonna try and make this interesting, but with only 10 drivers, it's a bit tough. Zabit tries to over-under to get a better exit. It's putting Rusty under some pressure. So we get a lovely helicopter view. If only you could choose what you want. As we see, again with the over-under from Zabit, getting a wide entry. Giving them a better exit. Can't quite. As we see Rusty going off as well. Open with Brian again. Still putting pressure on that Williams. Still not able to get past. can see the trains beginning to form. If I had a stick, I would point at them and tell them to do something. As we see gourd sauce having a look at J-Root. I'm trying to, whilst the racing is going on, Hoop has been fantastic in putting out all of the situations for the championship in Tier 1. But since Bean isn't here, then yeah, this is gonna make the championship very spicy into the last round. Since currently Mr. Bean is only 34 points ahead of Joe. As Gorsos finally gets by the Ferrari, or does he? The Ferrari of J-Root absolutely sends it around the outside. Side by side through the final couple of turns. Some light contact as well, as I go the wrong way. As we have a lovely bot in the comments. Unfortunately, they should really look into modding some of their members here, so we can get rid of that stuff. And we can see I didn't actually say it, but J-Root did lose out to Gortsos in the end. Currently P2, at least you did see it. Zabit as well, still close to Rusty. I can tell you in the Indy, currently Simpson in the lead ahead of Rosenquist. Scrap that. Rosenquist going into the lead now, I think. Oh, never mind. I don't even know what they're fighting for. Ah, there it is. Back to the F1. Joe has checked out. He is listening to Katy Perry right now and just absolutely chilling. As we have Rusty into the pits. I would assume a set of hards going on that B carb. Yep. There it is. I am a genius. Zabit getting ahead of Craig. Can Craig... Oh, into the pits they both go. Who's gonna pick up a 10-second? Zabit does. Very easy to do. Unfortunately, there's not a lot to commentate over. The gaps are staying pretty consistent right now. Rusty came out... Oh, sorry, Zabit came out just ahead of Rusty. But of course, with that 10 seconds for speeding. There we go. Train route into the pits. Gorsos carries on. So this is going to be interesting now. Undercut from J Root in the Ferrari. A little bit of moving around on the straight, trying to break the toe from Brian. Brian 1.5 seconds behind Gord right now. And Turner on those hards. Just behind them. See where J Root is. And around... I think it has a name. Abbey, probably, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the track map ahead of me. So N Turner goes for the move up to P3. It's obviously not a net P3 right now, but P3 on the track. You'd never say no. Gordsall stays out again. He wants the tire advantage over J Root. Zabit picks up 3 seconds. Brian is trying to keep up with Turner. Let's get DRS again. That obviously helps. Close down the gaps by a couple of attempts. Mertzos has gone around again. Well, as we say in Sweden, ski fick jag, because he does actually pit. I thought it was a little bit further ahead. J Story also pits. Question is, where is J Root? Because this is the gap we want. Scuderia Ferrari. The 2-lap undercut. is going to overtake quite convincingly. It's going to be 3.79. 4 seconds, basically, out of the pits. Quartzos with those cold hards. Also losing a little bit of grip. And he's probably gonna lose a little bit of time as well over this lap. As the battle for the wooden spoon is currently the closest on track. Wooden spoon currently held by Craig. And Joe picking up a 10 seconds just to make the race interesting. He would never bottle. But that is going to give the lead to N. Turner on track. Mr. Joe Biden, comes out in P2. About 3 seconds ahead of J. Root. Back to the wooden spoon. Mr. Craig still has it. Probably affected from all of that alcohol as the Uno has come in. So Aston Martin back where they are in real life. Sabich has actually done quite well. Currently keeping up with Brian, who's just boxed. Basically no one is within a second of anyone right now. Gaps are extending between everyone. Which is a real shame. Lap 13 out of 26 has begun. For some, it has been going on for quite a while. We've gone half the race. Craig is currently the closest battle. Joe needs to pull 10 seconds on J route or box again. But that would be stupid. It's really, really hard keeping trying to keep this interesting because it really isn't. And Turner is currently coming out somewhere in the mid pack. Joe Biden has 5 seconds to J route, pulling away. It's basically just this battle. Yeah, it could be interesting to see if N. Turner is going to try and back Joe up. The only problem I see with that is this track is quite easy to pass and then pull away. So I do think Joe can just bide his time a little bit and pass him when it suits him, and then just pull a second. So he might lose some time, and we are gonna keep an eye on that. But I do suspect it will be quite easy for Mr. Joe Biden, who's within 3 seconds now of N. Turner. Still hasn't boxed. Joe edging closer and closer to N. Turner. He can definitely see him now. He can smell that Williams, that Mercedes fumes. Just look how much he catches him through the S section. Is he gonna be able to keep him away? Around the outside goes Joe Biden for the lead of the race. And there you go. Joe Biden up into the lead instantly. And Turner needs to make that car a lot wider. Joe, can he pull out a second as well? Not quite. The arrest detection point is quite early. He has pulled a second, but I do think N. Turner is going to get DRS. Yes, but I don't think that's going to be enough. No. Joe Biden, what a move! Yeah. Don't really know what to focus on right now. I think Gorsals is closing in on J-Root, so we might have a battle for P2 soon. So he went a little deep, got off the throttle, lost some time. As N. Turner has boxed. So he's gonna come out, I would assume, around Zabit. But of course goes on the mediums. Might be able to regain that P5 Zabit. It's about way ahead actually. It was actually closer to J Story. J Story with warm, cozy tires. It's not gonna get DRS though. The detection point is very early for the straight actually. We do have some battling. Rusty on aging hards against Uno on... well, I'm not gonna say new, but very lightly worn hards. We do also have Gourd Sauce, who's finally managed to catch up to J-Root. As Brian picks up 3 seconds. And Uno up into P8. Checking in with the Kardashians, also known as Williams. What can he do? Rusty boxes again. So we see Gourd Sauce. Trying to stay close to J-Root. Joe has pulled out 10 seconds. So that would mean Joe is still winning this, even with that 10-second penalty. If J-Root and Gourd Sauce are smart, they work together to maybe reel some of that time in. If they feel it doesn't matter, they are gonna go head to head for a titanic battle. They're really pushing. Ooh, that's an interesting sight. I'm not gonna say it, but that's gonna be very spicy. There's a lit indicator, as and Turner does get P5 on track. But there's a lit indicator for something. As Gourd Sauce seeks the inside. Gets left space from J-Root, but can't quite keep it. Oh. Gourd Sauce getting very close. Sabit actually boxes again as well. "12 seconds to Joe as well, which means this is a straight out battle for P2. Trying to stay as close as possible. Has dropped out of half a second. Now he's catching. Not enough. J-Root stays ahead. Zabit went for hards with 6 laps to go. Very interesting. I know that a battle's going on there, but I'm going to stay on board with these two. J-Root defending the inside. Gortos trying to stay on the outside. It does go off track a little bit. Gets given plenty of space by J-Root. On the inside. Oh, and he loses the back end. Has a little look into their infamous. Is able to stay a lot closer this time. It's within quarter of a second. J-Root puts his car right in the middle of the track. Very, very good defensive driving, but Gortsauce manages to keep it around the outside. Oh! Side by side. J-Root cuts him off a little bit. This race has awoken in the last few laps here. As I said, a titanic battle between these two, J-Root and Gortsauce. Only 15 laps to go in the Indy as well. Currently Rosenquist in the lead. Award P2. Oh, and there's contact! Both the drivers half spin. J-Root comes off worse. I actually have no idea what happened there because I actually wasn't watching. My one job. Now Gortsauce has a 3-second gap to J-Root. That's gonna be spicy in the chat. That's gonna be very, very spicy in the chat. We are gonna keep an eye on this because, of course, in case anyone is found guilty of any kind, minor is 5 seconds added to your race time. Craig picks up a 3-second time penalty. Means he has to catch a Zabit now. And Turner is actually sneaking closer and closer to Brian. Needs to get within 3 seconds, has 1.8 to go. Losing some time for some reason. Joe Biden currently winning by 7 seconds. If you take in the 10-second time penalty into account. I'll hop on board with Uno, who's currently catching J Story. Yeah, J-Root's tires might be a bit tired, especially considering he had a half spin. Yeah, that's correct. He did undercut Gortos by 2 laps. So J-Root, and with that half spin, of course, definitely not helping. Brian sneaking closer and closer, but of course has that 3-second time penalty. Gortos has pulled away now. Is 6 seconds ahead of J-Root. Further second to Brian, who still is catching. It's gonna be within a second. It's on lap 25. I forget what the game does. It feels like it changes every time. Oh, big crash in the Indy. Big crash in the Indy. Yeah, and Brian gets by. Brian gets by. J-Root. The tires couldn't hold on. Can he pull 3 seconds? That front left is not looking good, by the way. That front left is it a puncture? I think he has a puncture. Yeah, that's definitely a puncture. J-Root. The tire has popped. He's doing a Lewis Hamilton. Except, he's doing a Bottas. He pulled it a lap early. Oh yeah, that front left is dead. He decides to carry on. Hops over the curb. Red flag in the Indy. Well, this is the most interesting thing right now. That tire has to be dead. Right? So Brian's gonna pick up a podium. Or is he? Because enter, there's only 7 temps. Well, hop on board with Joe, because Joe is coming around now. To absolutely demolish everyone. Joe Biden wins. There has to be a puncture. Well, he's going very quick. The question is this a puncture or a visual glitch? Yeah. I wonder what his tire percentage is saying right now. Very spicy. J-Root struggling. Brian does get a podium. J-Root with a dead tire. P7 in the end. Gordos P2. Lucky git. But Brian picks up a P3. Craig is coming across the line very, very soon. No shenanigans with going backwards as Rusty comes around the final turn and rounds us off. I am just gonna capture the... Jesus, it's been a big incident in the Indy. I'm just quickly gonna catch the incidents just in case anyone needs it. Um, but then I am quickly going to head out because we do have F1. But don't miss next week the finale and of course the championship decider. So I will see you guys then. Enjoy the rest of your evening or day or whatever it is, and a goodbye from me.